cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college. And we gave away that chili for $31,000, but it's not stopping now, man. When we get to 40,000 subscribers, we're doing another chili giveaway. So make sure that you hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button. No long intro. Let's just get into the content. We're gonna slide into this content, man. The Diaries of Doboy is pretty much what we got today. Last night's episode of No Jumper was extremely emotional on the behalf of Doboy, extremely emotional. And I'm wondering what I spent my $5 on, because I paid for the membership just for this flu flammery to be up on the internet immediately after, and I did not have to pay $5 to listen to a Doboy therapy session. Didn't need to pay $5 for that. That all being said, man, we're finna jump into this content. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to the No Jumper show. Well, the Monday show, rather.
Squabble up.
Oh, right. Yeah. I heard about that.
AD, shout out AD. Rolled up on me. No jumper. Yeah. So I got this no jumper tat. So I'm rolling with. So I see AD, and I have a pre-existing relationship with AD as well. We've worked well together before. He's always showed up for me. Blah blah blah. He sees me. He smiles at first, and he was like, "Oh, hold on. We need to holler." Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. So he pulls me to the side, and I didn't feel like it was that vexed where I felt like he was gonna swing on me, but I felt like it could have went there. And so he was like, "What's up with that Adam?" And I'm like, "What you mean that Adam shit?" He was like, "Man, like, listen, though, you a homie. I'll with you. I've rocked with you before. Don't let this white boy get you mixed up in my politics with him."
But what did I say about AD and?
Man, AD, you fake as a $2 bill. $2 bills are real. Fake as a $4 bill. AD fake, bro. Don't nobody want to hear about you having an attitude or anybody upset for dealing with Adam when you stay tap dancing around ops and come around homies, bro. You stay tap dancing around ops and then coming around homies and acting like it's love amongst the homies, but allowing disrespect towards me, allowing disrespect towards Nip, allowing disrespect towards the section. And a lot of things to the point where I've even had to call you like, "Yo, what's up? You got a problem with me?" Pun got a problem, like niggas got static, like, bro, like that extra aggressive, tough, and all that kind of stuff, man. Say that, because when it's all on your end, it's always just content. What you calling Doughboy for? You didn't have none of that energy when niggas was dealing with Whack. You have none of that energy when niggas dealing with 600, Flocko, all that kind of stuff, disrespecting to the point where my final straw, personal note, to the point where my final straw is when me and ODM is getting into it. And then AD, you allowing the platform for ODM to voice our grievances and our politics. Like literally to the point where when me and ODM was getting into our politics or whatever, you feel me? AD and Pun thought it was a good idea to bring ODM on to instigate and antagonize those politics, where I'm just like, "What's up, bro? Like it's a problem? Like it's issues? Like niggas got static, whatever." "Oh no, bro, just content. So why are you running down on Doughboy? For far less disrespect. Like, bro, this be my point with these dudes in this content space, bro. And this is where it's hard to even be around niggas and even to want to facilitate with niggas, because the level of hypocrisy is crazy. When it's Doughboy sitting with Adam, it's just content. But when it's other ninjas involved and all that, you add in conflict. You got Whack on your show talking about Monty Blanco and disrespecting Monty Blanco and all this kind of, like, it's a lot of weird behavior, bro. It's a lot of weird behavior to then go ahead and be upset at Doughboy for what?
Don't you feel like you're responsible for how you react towards me talking about somebody that you have some sort of fake industry relationship with? Because realistically, I mean, like, I talk about tons of people. And sometimes I'll talk about somebody in front of Munchie, who Munchie likes. And Munchie, I'll notice Munchie, kind of hedging his bets and saying, like, nah, that's the homie or whatever, because Munchie kind of knows he's going to see that dude or he's going to talk to that dude, and that dude's maybe going to say something. "Oh, Adam dissed me," whatever. This is obviously hypothetical. I don't even know if this actually happened. But, I mean, I think you have to be responsible for what you say on the podcast. And if you're snickering along with a joke that I'm making, or if you're, agreeing with it or nodding your head or whatever, that. Like, if Lush starts trashing somebody that I get along with, I might have to sit here and say, "Nah, I with bro," or whoever. That's just part of being on the podcast. I like, what is AD mad about in the first place? I don't know. I probably just called him a loser or some shit. So I mean,
what I did, no.
You probably just laughed.
I didn't say, yeah, exactly. So no.
But like recently, in recent times, yeah, Adam probably called him a loser and all that kind of stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. It's not that pressing. That's not the most volatile thing that happened to you today. Adam calling somebody a loser. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Like, and even I had to learn this on my end. You feel me? People be talking trash about me. There's somebody on No Jumper who talk trash about me all the time, bro. I ain't even gonna say his name. Who cares? Who cares? Like, who cares about the opinions of nobodies? Nobody. Straight up.
No, so this is where I will give you the credence to say your criticisms of me are valid at times. Because one of the main notes that you tell me is when people are talking, I nod, I agree, I laugh, I finish their sentences. So you were making a joke about him,
right?
And you said some, it wasn't nothing crazy, but you said something about him. I'm like, doing the thing that you tell me not to do, and he took that as a disrespectful moment to him, like I was agreeing with whatever shit
I probably would too. If you did a podcast with AD and he started saying some crazy shit about me and you were like, huh, yeah, ha ha, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll probably feel a way about that. I'll probably be looking at you crazy like,
lame.
wow.
Let's be honest, that's pretty lame.
And I had to take it on the nose.
The press is selective because it's Doboy, and we know Doboy's hella cool. He's pressing up on him for sure.
And the only thing you would have to say to
he ain't
AD,
pressing up on everybody that laughs at jokes AD.
In this hypothetical situation, the only thing you would have to say is,
no, I agree with Moose, man. That's lame, bro. Like, that's lame. You feel me? And I'm not saying it's lame off anything outside of conversations where I've had with AD. Bro, stand on the business that you're selling. Stand on the business that you're selling. Or, you feel me, if you ain't gonna stand on it, it take me back to my conversation with you to kind of wonder, like, what's up? It's a little ulterior motives, some kind of little static there, some little whatever in there, because prior to this conversation with you and Doughboy, you've given me advice that you're now not following. So it just, again, makes me kind of wonder if my intention was right when I was wondering, is there a little animosity? Is there a problem? Is there some sort of reason why you keep platforming people to disrespect me, or you and Pun keep platforming people to try to embarrass me or whatever, and you keep making these little weird ass titles and all that kind of stuff that's insinuating ninjas who I got a physical problem with might be involved with you and all that kind of stuff? I'm trying to figure it out. But, the hypocrisy is real in this feather market, for sure.
Adam's my boy, so I can't really, even if the joke was hilarious, you could laugh, just be like, Adam's my boy, so I can't, like we've all seen that happen on podcasts all the time. Yeah, because everybody got different people that
and that's what I didn't do in that moment. So, to his face, I was like, you know what, bro, my bad, I apologize. Like, I didn't mean for it to look like I was just co-signing some that he was saying about you. I actually thought behind the scenes y'all was cool, and this is just y'all going back and forth. He was like, no, I don't with him. I was like,
kind of thought that too, as far as you and AD.
I thought y'all was okay.
Yeah, really kind of trashing each other like 3 years now. Yeah.
I think that him and Terrell will make peace before him and AD do, and I think that AD wants to make peace, but I think that Pun has made such a big deal about it, and AD's too afraid of the public backlash from Pun and others who he has made these grand stands with, that he has to stand on a principality and an ego that he wished that he didn't have to.
No, they started to get almost cool, and then AD had the where like something was leaked and it was about him, some message. No,
that's old.
I know, but AD, that's what fired it back up, where AD's like, oh, forever.
But it seemed like when like you check out Community and like all the little trash talk was going on, like AD was kind of like passive,
because they have no real reason to hate each other.
Well, I have a reason to hate him.
So I thought that's why I thought it was like play. You know
wait, I want to hear this. What's the?
Now, this is what I will say, Adam. You ain't got no reason to hate AD. You started the beef. Lush really started the beef, but Adam, you started the beef. So how you mad at AD over a beef you started? Come on now, don't make no sense.
Reason you have to hate AD?
My hatred, or I don't know, hatred's the word, but my disdain for
two things can be true at once. AD could be being corny, and Adam could be lying about how the beef started.
Hero and AD comes from the fact that at a certain point, they were very, very close to me. I would have called them close friends, and they chose to leave No Jumper. Not really because of anything in particular that I did, because I watched them struggle on streams to identify what their issue with me was. I watched them basically like lie and make up just so that they could play the victim narrative. And the reality was that they left because they felt like they had the opportunity to make more money doing stuff on their own platform. Now, if they had just left, it would have been cool, but they really kind of dragged my name through the mud and did everything that they possibly could do to make No Jumper look as bad as possible. And so now that I'm in the situation where No Jumper's up here and they're down here, I don't really feel like taking my foot off the gas when it comes to being honest about them. And I'm not putting like fake narratives about them. I just actually think that they are bad people. And so I say that on the podcast. And, you know, like these are dudes who were supposed to be going to Italy for my wedding.
Facts.
And they were never able to tell me why or like what their issue was. I watched them like kind of struggle to make up from time to time, but ultimately they induced what was one of the most difficult times in my life. And I haven't really, you know, I always feel like I'm kind of too empathetic. Like when I beef with people, I let it go too easy. But the reality is
now I can see it from Adam's perspective. You niggas was finna come to Italy to my wedding. Right. You niggas is going to Italy for my wedding. I don't see where all the disrespect comes from. I don't see where all the problems come in at. I don't see where all the, you know, just all the blah, blah, blah. I don't see where that is coming in at when we was just about to be eating fucking mozzarella and basil on top of tomatoes with salt and pepper on the Italian beaches. You feel me? Like, now that Adam's saying it out loud, I can see why Adam's a little frustrated with them. I can for sure see why they frustrated with Adam, for sure. So I'm not saying that anyone is worse or better than the others, but what I am saying is, in this particular situation, I can see why Adam would be upset because, yeah, nigga, I was finna have y'all niggas in my wedding. We was finna go to Greece. You feel me? I'm not going to Italy, excuse me. Nigga, this is an international trip. This is doing it big. Like, Adam really was doing it the biggest with them. And then, you know, things happen. Situations transpire. All that kind of stuff, of course. And you really haven't seen Adam get that cool with nobody else. Now that I'm saying it out loud, that was a traumatic experience for ADAM22. A lot of people kind of negate the fact that Adam lost a lot in that exchange as well too. But, you know, Adam was treating these dudes like a friend, and he didn't really get the same thing reciprocated, for better or for worse. Now, I ain't here to point blame and say who's the reason for it, but the fact remains is we ain't seen Adam get that close with a podcast host since. Because he seemed like he learned a very tough lesson.
that when I think about them, I think about like, oh, I know how 50 Cent feels, which is like, oh, I'm smashing on these dudes for life because they did one of the worst things that anybody has ever done to me, and I will stop. All I need is an apology. If T-Rail, like I just watched a clip earlier, we can review it at some point if you want, but I watched T-Rail like basically crying. It's in the back on Fig Reddit, talking about me mentioning him and saying he'll never go on the platform or whatever. And that's fine. But yeah, it was today. But I'm gonna talk shit about you for the rest of your life. And every time you talk about me talking shit about you on your podcast, and it's clear that I'm hurting you, that only invigorates me to hurt you more. But I will stop all of that as soon as you apologize.
So if niggas just got on the phone and just had to say, hey, you know what, my bad.
That easy, bro.
Yeah. Or if T-Rail said on the podcast, like, yo, I realize now in retrospect that what I did was then I would be like, okay.
I think that they all wish that they would have handled that situation differently. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it a million times. I think that they all wish that they would have handled that situation with a lot more class, a lot more grace, a lot more understanding, and a lot more empathy towards one another, because I don't think that any of them are in a place financially or podcasting wise that they thought that they would be without the others. And I think that Adam shot himself in the foot by losing T-Rail and AD. I think T-Rail and AD shot themselves in the foot by leaving ADAM22. I don't think that anybody really went super big and super hard afterwards. I think that everybody just kind of hit a plateau, and Adam is thriving, but it is true when it's said that, you know, community is looking like it's having a harder time than No Jumper. And back on Fig seems to be doing pretty well, not gonna lie. T-Rail got the Heather cheat code, so that's that, but, you know, whatever.
I appreciate that. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. And I think also as part of that, I would be owed one episode with them, and then that would be it. I would leave it alone.
Well, I feel like it'd be beneficial for all parties if they were amicable, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a little debatable.
Yeah, I don't know if anything could help them,
but you said T-Rail talking about AD though, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought you and AD is more close-knit.
Well, AD kind of set it off, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, AD set it off, but then at the same time, I feel like me and T-Rail have probably been like more disrespectful to each other. But either way, I pretty much put them on the same level.
And I just want to know, like, learn moving forward. So, because, you know, me and him were able to talk. We cleared it up. He actually even wants me to come over and do community. So I'm like, all right, I'll come over and do episode. So if he makes a joke and I do the same, are you going to take it?
Yeah, Adam's like, I'm not surprised that he wants you to come over there, for sure. I don't think that Doboy going on community is a bad idea. I think Doboy needs to spread himself across his YouTube space as much as he can. So Doboy, you go on community. You go for it, brother.
Type of way, like
I already told you, like, I mean, if you're sitting there like, haha, yeah, go in. Okay, for sure, I'll feel a way about that. But if you are just like sitting there, I mean, think about it. Munchie been on Back on Fig, Almighty been on Back on Fig, Lush was on Back on Fig, and like a year or whatever ago, Flocka. Yeah, I mean, I've never been someone, Rick Baby was going on Back on Fig, etc. Like, I've never sat there and told anybody that they couldn't go on their podcast. Now, if you say something on their podcast that I think is up or like, you know, shows me that you're not being loyal to the platform.
Don't lose your job over here going over there. That's all I'm saying. I feel you.
Well, then I'll probably feel with
and I'm always, you know, for sure loyal to the platform. I got to tat it. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to say, and then we can move on and have fun for the rest of the podcast.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Fun sounds crazy.
Fun, guys.
You know you're in a good headspace now. But we got to talk about.
All right, man, so we finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Let me know what y'all think about AD. Is he right? Is he wrong for getting on Doughboy? Or is he being a hypocrite? Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Still work for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, nigga. Trap News, you know that, nigga.
Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboards. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.